Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
All right, people. Part 2. We failed the first recording. This video is very interesting. I'm gonna let y'all watch, and yeah.
And I just realized some of you may not know what a packer is. That's a packer. It's intended for girls under 5 to put in their underwear so that they have a bulge that mimics a penis.
So yeah, as y'all just heard, this is for little girls under the age of 5 to put in their pants to have a little bulge as if they were a boy. And let's also preface all this that little boys at 5 years old, we don't have bulges. Yeah, we're kicking this thing off with some shit like this.
This is for a girl under 5. It's intended for her to put in her panties so that she has a bulge that looks like a boy's.
So, just saying, any parent that felt the need to buy their daughter a packer, you're a weirdo.
You failed as a parent.
Probably should get investigated. Honestly, you should probably go to therapy before they do.
So, might as well give it a try, right? I don't wear pants very often, but let's see. I'll put my little packer there. Okay, so I'm a grown woman, and this actually gives me quite a nice bulge. So can you imagine having this in a little girl's panties? A little girl who is under the age of 5.
Yeah, I'm about to say, who the hell wants to imagine a little girl under the age of 5 to have a bulge in their panties? If you're looking down there, what's wrong with you?
All right, EDP.
But yes, again, I forgot to say this at the beginning. She isn't pro packer, whatever you want to call this. She's just simply showing us what the hell this product does, and this is to live in this the time that we currently live in.
Why did you grab it like that?
I can't even imagine what parent would buy this for their daughter, a child under 5 years old, and then in the morning say, honey, don't forget to put your packer in. To me, this is reinforcing gender dysphoria in a really quite profound and ugly way.
I hate to say, it's like we live in a time where it's easy to imagine this bullshit now because it's been pushed onto us so hard. We're at a point where it's in our face. It's not easy to forget or not think about some weird ass shit like this. I just found that very unfortunate.
I'm just so disgusted. Like, I'm disgusted because I know that there's that one unfortunate little girl out there whose parents are just shoving this down their throat, saying that actually you're a boy, and then they will go and coach these kids to say that they think they're a boy. And these are the kids that get interviewed by news outlets saying that, well, that kid, my daughter told me she was a boy when she was 5 years old, and ever since then she's a kid. I used to think that I was Dan from Bakugan. That is a white boy.
Exactly.
That's a white boy in a fictional world where they throw balls of plastic and metal and they turn into giant monsters. Does that mean that I'm Dan? Does I look like Dan now? Do I have a Drago?
Niggas used to think that we were Ben 10. I had the army tricks. Like,
we're kids. We say we're stuff all the time. That does not mean that we are. And you as a parent allowing this,
yes,
to tell you what they are, and you're like, okay, let's take it at face value. I swear, it's like, I don't know if it's parents trying to be the cool parent, try to seem like they're the cool parent to other parents, or we're just trying to be a parent that can move shit. Our kids' friends now, like.
One of the things I hear trans advocates talk about all the time is that being transgender is not about the genitals, and yet this here product is for little girls, children who aren't even in kindergarten yet.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about all this, though.
These are for little kids.
It's not like you a teenager or you're 18 plus and then you do these things. They're for a little ass child who don't even know what the hell any of this is.
They can't. You start to read and write in kindergarten. You start to critical think, read and write in kindergarten. Those are those stages where you're developing those skills. But instead, they want you to develop the skill of you having a non-existent penis and making sure you put that in your pants every morning before you go to the bathroom, even though you're gonna have to take it out anyway when you go pee because you're a girl.
And just like she said, the activists always say it's not about the genitals. It's not all y'all. It's a handful of y'all. But all of you still also enforce this kind of behavior. And y'all do some shit like this. It's about how you feel, blah, blah, blah. But no, what's this for? Why y'all allowing this stand?
Once you're 18, you can do whatever you want. I understand that ages of teenagers, puberty, when you're first starting puberty, and when you're in the, the middle stages and the later stages, you start getting curious. Your body's starting to figure out what it's doing. If you're a girl, you start developing breasts, you start having periods. If you're a guy, you probably had your first boner. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why does it feel like this? Why would I look at girls? I randomly get this tingly feeling and my pee-pee gets hard. Like, these things happen because it happens naturally.
You start to figure out what you like, who you like, how you feeling. It's like we said, forget sex ed at some point. We all learned this somewhere in high school. And now all of a sudden, for the past couple years now, they're pushing this shit onto little kids. Because
before you think we're tweaking, there are books, there are things out there teaching 13-year-olds about sex. There are things out there teaching 8-year-olds about sex. Like, this isn't like a joke.
I'm not entirely sure what kind of message a little girl would get by having something like this put in her underwear so that she can start her medical transition under the age of 5. But I suspect it would be an incredibly unhealthy message that she would integrate. And if a parent starts doing something like this, it's really hard for me to imagine that their little girl would say, I am not a boy, after their parents put something like this in their panties and say, there, now you're a boy.
That's a really good point she brought up. What exactly is the message here? You can be who you want to be.
again, nigga,
She still has to take it off to go pee. So she's still going to be constantly reminded that she's not a boy.
there is no message for a child to even get from any of this. Because, again, we already said it in the beginning, they're learning, they're growing. That's the point of being a child, learn and grow.
It is everywhere. In media, like shows like Elite, which was a good show, no longer a good show. Shit like Euphoria, it's everywhere. It's not like, again, it's the agenda. There's no way that they're just popping up like this quickly, this rapidly. It's being placed strategically. Why? We know why. But why? Sorry for disappearing for a couple weeks, maybe a month. I don't really remember how long we're gone. School just started. Obviously, we're still in school. We're also student athletes. So they're gonna have to bear with us on these. We love y'all. Monkey, if you watch this specifically, I hope you're doing well in school.
Hope you enjoying soccer, man.
Hope you're enjoying soccer.
Do your thing, bro.
You're getting a kiss first. Everybody else gets a kiss after you.
Yeah, if y'all made it this far, let us know what y'all think about this, how y'all feel. Yeah. Goodbye.